I do feel like for modern audiences, I mean, I think what I have read, when it came out, the race was the main issue, but it's obviously still there as a theme, but it seems to have been a little bit eclipsed by maybe class or gender issues. I don't know. What is your take on that? LaTanya, would you?
I think it is class, and the unfortunate nature of where we find ourselves in this country at this time is what makes it so, vitally relevant now. Then it was, your focus was different. Now our focus is still race, but it's broadened to me and encompass so many other things. There is no middle class. And you would think that in the 50s, they were, I'm pointing this way because I keep looking at this gorgeous picture of them. They were aspiring to a middle class, because at the time, who could even think of a billionaire class? Who was thinking that way? Now it's different. We're looking at it through 2014 eyes, so our mind is tainted and colored by where we are now, but we can still see what they're doing, this family, how they're in a structure that is affected by the world that they're living in, which is changed so drastically that I don't think everybody's sitting there remembering that it's the 1950s, because it's so prevalent. What's happening is still prevalent now, and how they're living, and the job situation, even for even more communities of people other than people of color.
But also, I love that there's 3 strong female roles, which I don't think is that common. And
not common at all.
The fact that a woman, Lorraine Hansberry, wrote it. Yeah. What do you feel about being in a show with 3 parts that are written as well as these are?
I love it. I feel like it's a gift to be able to bounce off of each other and revel and live so completely with each other on the stage. It is so rare to be able to do that. Usually it's one of us and a whole bunch of dudes.
Right.
And that one person is either a crone or a child.
Right.
And one black person in the whole play. We're not even getting to the woman. So, it's a really tasty situation on stage. It tastes good.
How is it different? Can you describe it at all?
It is different because we get to celebrate, acknowledge, and utilize all that is womanhood on that stage together.
Because she wrote it that way, though.
The women at 3 different stages.
She did. She wrote the hell out of this play, and she took all that in. Beneatha encompasses the character, the person, the persona of Lorraine Hansberry in the play. So I think that she gave her a particular nudge of, a future, hope, and intellect that some of us don't quite carry, but full nonetheless.
I want to ask you one last question before we wrap up. How is it to slap Anika every night across the face?
Painful.
The worst.
How's that for you?
It's painful.
How do y'all do that?
Worst. It's not a fake, it's real. Because, our set is so in the audience's lap.
Right.
The set is basically this. We're here and the audience is right there.
This poor baby, and I feel so bad. Listen, trust me, some nights I slap her and do like this, I'm sorry.
She's like,
If you've allowed the character to take over, which is what I like doing, I like to just like jump in and let it go and not, it's Lena. Then that slap becomes so real to me that it's like too much. It's like, oh God. And I said, I slapped the shit out. Excuse me. I really slapped you.